Hi viewers, welcome back to Sahara TV. My name is Adeola Fayehun, and this is the most exciting part of the Sahara TV show on Saturdays, the callback segment with me, of course, and
I'll go with Faloye today.
Okay. Me and Faloye, and we're so excited to hear from you guys. Let's know what you think about everything we've been doing so far, all the interviews we've had, and our question of the day. The number to call is on the screen. It's 917-284-9811. Okay, did I just give the wrong number? I'm not sure because the number just disappeared. But whatever number comes up on the screen, please call that number. We can wait. Okay, so I am actually right. 917-284-9811. Make sure you call us. Let's know what you think about all the interviews we've had so far. You want to start with the question of the day?
Yes, so the question of the day is
President Jonathan
recently had a television media chat. What stood out to you most in the chat?
Okay. What stood out to you most?
Well, this is his 8th presidential chat, the first one since 2011, and it seems like he's just been addressing the same issues over and over again. And to be honest with you, what stood out to me? Nothing much. It's been the same.
Oh, humble praise.
I'll be serious.
Many things stood out to me. Let me just tell you right now.
Okay.
The parable of the yam
and
the goat stood out to me. And then I didn't know that Mr. President doesn't eat turkey. But now I know that Nigerian president doesn't eat turkey.
Wow, and those are very pertinent issues facing
that stood out to me.
Regarding the issues our countries are facing.
Yeah,
so,
that's what stood out to me.
He came out and said he's going to tackle Boko Haram, and how's he going to do it in 6 weeks when he has 6 years to
Are you
combat
doubting
this?
my president?
Absolutely, I am. Honestly, he
Hey,
said,
that is good now.
Yes, okay. Now he said the country recently got more weapons and more support from neighboring countries and everything. But here's my thing: why wait till now? You had 6 years to do this. You had 6 years to eradicate these fools.
Yeah.
And you're just doing it in 6 weeks? And,
you do have a point.
Yeah,
but I'm going to read some of what you guys have been saying about what stood out to you in that election. The first one is from Khalil Nasakiru, if they can please put up his answer. He said what stood out to him was President Jonathan's contradictions. He said, did anyone hear how Goodluck Jonathan contradicted and indicted himself on the state of security during the media chat? I had to remove presidential because it is obvious we don't have a president in this country. And then he gave 2 examples. He said, the president said, I get security briefing every hour from the security chiefs. And then at some point in the media chat, he said, the security chiefs did not inform me before they wrote INEC to postpone the elections. What do you say about that?
And then exactly what the guy said, you're not the president of the
He did say at some point that there were many things that would happen without him being notified.
No, that's impossible.
And
something as
that
monumental.
Was puzzling. Like, really? People just make decisions? We're not saying that he lied. Don't get us wrong.
Well, I'm saying he misrepresented the truth in that way. Because something as monumental as postponing the 2015 election, which you're a part of, with that being at least coming across your table.
Blame someone.
Right. So
I mean, I'm trying to help him out right now. But
no, I'm just calling humble prince. I'm just calling as I see it.
And the second person is Augusta Nwansi Nkemdirim. Sorry if I didn't say your name correctly. I apologize. Yeah. He says what stood out to him or her is the president's humility. I also watched Buhari but could not make a word from his speech. At a point, I started wondering if he was speaking English or a different language. And even if he wins, that's Buhari. How would he communicate with us? Shaking my head.
Yeah.
So we have a caller.
Okay, we have Onyeka from New York City. Caller, are you there?
Hello, Onyeka. Hello? Okay.
Yeah,
I guess we lost this person. But hey, I'm trying to read both sides. This person says the president's humility stood out, that she couldn't understand anything Buhari says. Onyeka, are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
I mean, what stood out for me in the entire president's media chat is yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, Onyeka, please, you have to turn off your radio.
So
I think because of the delay.
You have to turn off your radio.
Or your TV or your computer.
Okay, my radio is turned off.
Okay.
Right. Good, so you're live now. Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So what stood out for me is, as a Nigerian citizen, I am watching my president doing that media chat, and I feel like the whole media exercise was just set up to satisfy just the president himself.
Wow.
And at the same time, it also gave the president an opportunity to connect to us who are the average voters. And I was expecting him to talk about very issues of security that is strangling the entire economy. Nobody asked the question within almost all the people that were organizing the media chat. In Nigeria, the former CBN governor raised an alarm of a missing $20 billion with a B. And my commander-in-chief could not even answer what happened within your own government. And he said that he was not even consulted when they shifted the date for the election. Yeah. How can you not be consulted on election issues that is very topical to your economy, homeland security, national security, development, unity, just name it? And nobody consulted you. So who did they consult? Who is the person that is carrying the big stick within the entire presidential cabinet? So anybody can come up one day and just say, okay, I'm shifting the election without consulting the president. Things like that sends a wrong signal, not just to Nigerians, but to the whole world that this level of ineptitude and this level of I don't care attitude, I mean, we can do whatever we want to do, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. It's very, very wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was waiting to hear my president address the issue of the missing Chibok girls. For how many months? If you say that the Chibok, look at the problem here. If you say the Chibok girls are missing, what effort have you made? Not just to go and station military people in all the opposition houses. Like I told the opposition, enjoy the free security. Unless the military rise to kind of intimidate you, then the Nigerian people will start speaking. But those militaries should be at Sambisa looking for our missing girls.
Yeah.
They are not looking for the missing girls. They are in a Kitty-Wiggin elections. Today, Omokri went to Delta State and committed his own crime. Everybody is just doing whatever they want to do. Yeah. But Sahara reporters, let me just mention this. It's very, very personal to me. Yeah. President Jonathan is a good man. If you've had opportunity to hear him talk, he's a very gentle man. The problem we have is within the entire people that are working with him and for him, I don't think these people have the interest of this man at heart. Okay. And of course, he's a commander-in-chief. He will be relying on the advice of people like Doin Okupe. He will be relying on the advice of the special aides and special assistants. And if they are misguiding him, he will come out in the public and just ridicule the entire government, the entire nation, thinking that he has the information, whereas he has been misinformed.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
And we cannot continue like this.
Thank you, Onyeka.
Thank you so much for calling. Yeah, he said it was very personal to him. You can see, you can hear the emotions in his voice. But if I heard him correctly, he's saying that his staff is giving him wrong information. His staff doesn't have his best interests at heart. So get rid of your staff. You're responsible. You picked your staff, no?
He is actually a gentleman because, I sort of met him before as well.
Interviewed him, right.
But I don't think that should be an excuse. We're talking about ruling a nation. Yeah. So if you feel like you're too gentle for the job, then
let somebody else do it, man.
So it's not by fire, by force, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Not everybody is destined
you have to be tough and everything.
I'm not saying anything.
No, but the guy brought up the question about the Chibok girls getting kidnapped and everything, and what he said during the chat that he believes it will get better.
He said, "I believe the situation of the Chibok girls will get better in 6 weeks, so give us some time. I'm not trying to irritate him, by the way.
No,
just give us more time.
He had enough time to take care of that. So
I love when someone asked him, will the girls be returned? Will they be returned back alive? And he said, of course the girls will be returned back alive. There is no plan to kill the girls. I said, There is no plan to kill the girls.
This is serious matters,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Anyway, guys,
I don't know why that was funny to me, but I'm glad to know there is no plan to kill the girls.
Yeah, guys would like to hear from you again. The number to call
call in. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, it's 917. Let me give the number again. 917-284-9811. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. Yeah,
I'll keep reading. This is from Karade Ogolua Kiton, and he says, what I found most interesting from the media chat was his promise to hand over to General Buhari on 29th of May, Lobaton. He never said I'm going to hand over to Buhari. Right. He said if he should lose the election, he will hand over to whoever wins. But
he's not just going to hand it over. Yeah, I think we have another caller. Yeah. We have Rotimi from Edmonton. Rotimi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, thank you for calling Sahara TV. Please do us a favor. However you're listening to us, please turn it off or just turn it down so we don't get the feedback.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll try to do that.
All right, fantastic.
So how is it now?
Great. You're live. Sahara TV, let's go.
Okay. So yeah, I just want to make a quick contribution.
Please.
Okay. So actually, I hope it's fine just to talk about, respond to Chief Edwin Clark's comments this morning.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your comment.
Okay.
You're live. Can you reduce or turn off the computer on where you're listening to us, where you were watching us? Please turn it off. And you're already live. You've started your sentence, so please feel free to complete it.
Okay. So, yeah, can you hear me now?
We've been hearing you the whole time.
Exactly.
All right. So I just want to make a quick contribution concerning what Chief Edwin Clark said this morning.
Right.
In his in the interview. So on the voter card collection, he made reference to Lagos, and the president said 38% in his media charts, while Edwin Clark this morning said about 50%. So, but I want to be sure that, the chief is aware that in 2011, voters, the number of vote cast in Lagos was just about 38% or thereabouts. So I don't think there is anything people can do about voters' apathy. If people in the north want to collect their voters' card and vote, then so should it be. And everybody knows that, in a cosmopolitan city like Lagos, people, they say sophisticated and all that, people don't vote. So you can't force people to collect their PVC. So I don't see why that should be a reason to postpone the election, for instance.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's just one thing. Then the other thing is on the issue of statement credited to Buhari that the country will be made ungovernable. So Buhari never said this, but for some reason, guys like Edwin Clark will continue to say this.
Yeah, that's
good luck to them. I hope Nigerians know better, right?
Yeah,
Amen.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
The other thing is about Buhari coming in as a military head of state in '83, overthrown Shagari. A lot of Nigerians jubilated when they came in because Nigeria was, there was lots of corruption then, so people were happy when they came in. Within 18 months, the lot needs to be done. So if election didn't hold within that time, I don't know if somebody will hold Buhari responsible for that. So then again, people are saying Buhari now because he's popular. From north to west to east, he's popular. So it's not about Buhari. People love him. So
Thank
that's
you
why
so
he's
much.
dead.
Thank you, Ed.
We really appreciate your time. Sorry we had to run up because, we have so many people also trying to call in.
Yeah,
but I appreciate so many of the things that he talked about.
Definitely.
But while we're still on the media chat, I just want to read another comment. This is from Movic Discourse, and he says what stood out to him was if you put a goat where yam is, it is the goat and yam theory. And this is I think number 4 of the slides, if they can put it up. He said if you put a goat where the yam is, the yam will eat now. If you put people where money is, they will steal. I be like, say which kind of president be this? Okay, I probably shouldn't read that. But anyway, I think the goat and the yam was also the first thing that stood out to me. By the way, a lot of people refer to the goat and the yam theory.
I know. And then he followed that up by saying, we have convicted more corrupt people than ever. It's just that Nigerians are confused on what the difference between stealing and corruption is. What's the difference between stealing and corruption?
The two statements actually confused me. When he said they've convicted more people at this time than ever, I was suddenly confused. Which Nigeria are we talking about?
Yeah.
By the way, we don't side any candidate.
I'm not siding anybody,
we're
man.
completely objective. It's just we're trying to
exactly, but we have to.
We're trying to process
and we have to think
decode
critically. Right, exactly what he said.
What Mr. President was trying to talk about, that they've convicted more people in Nigeria during his time for
Google
corruption.
It. Look it up. Look at the numbers. That's a very incorrect statement.
That's an amazing revelation because I never knew that.
No, it's an incorrect statement. And here's the thing.
You say incorrect. Humble praise.
I'm saying, but people think we have affiliations to one side or anything. But let's take this caller. Caller, are you there? What's the caller's name and where are you calling from?
Hi, good afternoon. Humble Prince. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
This afternoon. My name is Ade, and I'm calling from New York. And good afternoon to Adeola.
I was just about to call you out, man. You're gonna say hello to me and not say hello to the Sahara superstar.
Fine. Good afternoon, Jerry. Go ahead.
So, man, keeping it real every day. So,
thank you.
Thank you.
That's one of the things I like. So I just want to quickly respond to the question of the day.
Please go ahead and make it quick.
What stood out to me in the media chat of the president is the same thing that I've always seen: a president that lacked leadership. Like Jonathan, I don't think he's a bad person.
No.
When he came in 2011, I was one of the people that said, I do not believe in this man because I do not think this man has the leadership that a country like Nigeria requires. And everything is just playing out. Jonathan, if we have more 4 years of Jonathan, only God knows what is going to happen to Nigeria.
Yeah.
A perfect example is trying to disassociate stealing from corruption, but at the same time, associating dishonesty to corruption. And I'm here thinking, so if you're saying dishonesty is tantamount to corruption, but stealing is not, President, what are you saying?
Exactly.
I mean, the old world is listening to you saying that.
Yeah.
I know.
And
that's the sad thing.
I want to make a point. It is not about saying, okay, I'm not corrupt or I don't steal. But when cases of monumental and disgraceful corruption happen under your nose, and your body language is of the fact that I don't really care, I think they're doing what they're doing, everybody will continue stealing, and the country will just keep going the way it is. Only God can save us from what we have. But looking at what is happening, I kind of have an hope, maybe things will change. But my own conclusion is this: Jonathan might win the election again simply because I do not think Nigeria is ready for change.
Thank you so much.
Adeola, thank you so much for calling.
Okay, so that is true. Did you listen to his explanation of corruption and
I couldn't.
Like stealing and corruption, did you listen to that?
Yes, it made no sense to me. I mean, because it's
be nice now.
No, but I'm serious. I mean, read it yourself. I read the whole transcript. I couldn't really listen to it, but I read everything. And some of the things he was talking about, like one of the things he said, and that's why I said it was an incorrect statement, saying that they've arrested more corrupt people in the history of Nigeria. That's just incorrect. So and he's the president of Nigeria, and he's a representation of us.
Yeah.
So he has to come better than that.
Anyway, when he was explaining the difference between stealing and corruption, the only thing I was thinking of was, okay, where does Alamesia fit in the stealing and corruption? Because he said if you call somebody Ole, they will burn him or whatever. He said a thief should be treated as a thief. Whatever, which means harsh treatment. But Alamisi stole money and he pardoned him.
Exactly.
So, was he contradicting himself or whatever? Like,
what a paradox.
If you're talking about stealing, is worse than corruption. That's what he said. Yeah. But his boss, Alamisi, he pardoned him.
Like they're all child of the same mother. It's the same thing. So
I'm gonna read more. This is from Ikechukwu Ene, and he said what stood out to him was the president's truthfulness and confidence.
Okay, that's
It looks like you would disagree with that.
I would definitely disagree with that. Yeah, but that's a obviously that's a Jonathan supporter. So
yep, which is okay. You can support Jonathan if you want.
Right, but you know, again, I just want to make this clear that because people think we have affiliations with one party over the other.
Oh no, I'm coming to that. People accuse you.
Yeah, accuse me, but I'm objective, and I'm saying that the one reason why I fault our president right now is because of security. I don't like how Boko Haram has become so audacious under his regime.
I think we should take the next caller.
Yeah. Caller, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Shagun from Canada.
I'm here.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, please tell us what you want to say and make it nice and concise.
Okay, now I just want to comment on the president's shot.
Media chat.
The president, from what he has said, seems not to be in control from his statement. He said he was never informed of the change in the election date. He is the GCFR, Commander-in-Chief. So he's in charge. So that is an indictment on him to say that he was never informed. And because of that, he has failed in the responsibility Nigeria placed on him to do. Then the second observation is about Chief Edwin Clark this morning.
Okay.
I think the man is being economical with word for saying that Buhari is not aware. He's not aware why, or there's no reason why Buhari should overthrow Shagari. We all know what happened during that period. We know that there's massive corruption there, and the situation at that time and now is more or less the same. So we need a change.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, speaking about the... Oh, do you have more comments? You could go ahead.
I do, actually. Bright Nwachukwu says what stood out to him was the denial of not knowing about the election postponement, which is what the person that spoke now just said. And then he added the goat and yam theory. Thank you, my brother. I thought I was the only one. And then Walexi Holusheyi says nothing stood out to him, nothing absolutely, because all the statements made by him are mere revised lies. Ooh, snap, you called president a liar? And then David Chiko Uneke says his boldness stood out and the swiftness with which he answered. He was just 99% composed.
Really?
Something Buhari lacks.
Okay.
If you not like, make you not fire me catapult or envy or throw me bomb of jealousy. But GEJ till 2019. Yes, and then he said he'd like if you agree with me, and 5 people agreed with him.
And that was the like competition you're saying that's going on social media.
There has been a lot of like competitions on our wall. And then Tunde Owolabi said the president is as clueless as he used to be. What? Tunde, seriously? this is not right. I better put up Tunde's comment so they know that it was Tunde that said this.
Exactly.
Imagine a PhD holder answering questions as a grade 8 pupil. Nigeria deserves someone better than this. His yam and goat illustrations is disgusting. Anyway, we have a new caller before I read the last 2 comments. Adebanjo, welcome to Sahara TV.
Yes, thank you very much. Really don't know. I have a lot of stuff to talk about today about this.
Well, you do have 1 minute to put it all together, and we're excited to listen.
Yes, please. So make it concise. Thank you.
I'll try. I'll try as much as I can. Try to do that. All right. The first thing I really want to talk about is the health sector. I know there are a lot of strike going on, even by the state hospitals and all that. Do you know that the condition of our hospitals are so terrible that some of the hospitals don't even have ambulance? I just came back from Nigeria about 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I lost my mom because she was referred to a general hospital, but between that hospital and where she was going to get treatment, there was no ambulance to take her there.
I'm sorry for the loss of your mom. All condolences. Sorry about that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is one of the things that this president is supposed to make sure that we have in our society. Things like that don't happen in developed countries. Things like that don't happen.
Yeah.
I can't really understand why somebody will. It's not in the place of the president to come out and try to distinguish between crime. That's not his job. If somebody has committed a crime, take the person to the attorney general or whoever is supposed to charge the person to court. Should do the job.
Thank you so much.
They are the ones that are going to say
You have 10 seconds more. Sorry that I have to rush you.
They are the ones that are going to say, we charge you with this offense. It's not for the president to come and say, oh, this is corruption, this is stealing and all that.
Yeah,
this president has to go. This man has to go. He has done so many wrong things and he has to go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow. So we have like few minutes left. Let me just rush through this because I wanted the one where they talked about you. Okay. The next one, which is number 10, is from Olademeji Olawumi, and he says the president spent quarter of an hour to explaining that stealing is not corruption, which I agree with. The man was not direct. He didn't give any straightforward answer. Sorry to say this, Mr. President, but to be honest, you were like beating around the bush for a long time.
Circumventing all the answers.
Before, and I was lost several times. I was like, okay, okay. So now he's answering the question. No, he's still giving an illustration, whatever. Yeah. And then Jibril Tamiyu says, in my village, this is what stood out to him. Yeah. In my village, if you say this man is corrupt, people will just look at him and go. But when you say this man is a thief, ole, they might kill him. That was what stood out to me. To him, it stood out to me too. Yeah. Which was why I had problem with where does Alamisia fit in all this.
Unbelievable.
And this is the best of all the comments. This is from Chris Anthony Sunday.
Wow, can we even understand what this guy wrote?
And he says, Sahara Jihadist reporters, I know you are not only against GEJ, but also against the Christians. Just stop right there. Bring it back to us in the studio. My brother, are you a Christian or Muslim or none of the above? Which one?
I'm a Christian and I believe in the Almighty
God.
You
are a Christian and you work at Sahara?
Oh yeah.
My God. I'm a Christian as well. This is just for Chris Anthony to know. If Sahara is against Christians, I don't think we would be here. No. But hey, what do we know? So he said, you're not only against GEJ, but also against Christians. Yeah. And now it seems like you're winning because there's no more oneness in us. But I bet you when the Lord shall look down on you, your legs will not be able to carry you. So, hopefully the Lord doesn't look down. Or what do we say?
I understand we have one more caller.
We have one more caller.
Yeah, Nathan from Texas, right?
Lekon.
Oh, Lekon. Hi, Lekon from Texas. Please, can you turn down your computer or however you're listening to or watching us? Yes. And you're on the air. Please, what would you like to say?
Oh, okay. My name is Lekon from Texas.
Thank you, Lekon.
I just have one comment I want to make. I've seen that President Jonathan is a good man. I personally believe he's a good man. I just think that he's not competent. He doesn't have the intelligence required to lead Nigeria. He seems like a very confused man. I can't justify the reason why he's trying to differentiate between stealing and corruption.
Right.
The same guy that said that stealing is not corruption, then if someone steals, is a thief. The same guy went to Anambra or Enugu State to justify that Jim Ngobodo should not be arrested for stealing money.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lekon. Yeah, unbelievable.
I can't.
I know.
So I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, it's unfathomable.
Because all the statements saying that if someone steals, the person should be held responsible.
Yeah.
It's not for the youth.
Right.
Thank you. I think we have another caller, Joe. So sorry, but
see,
thanks for calling in.
Yeah, I think everybody keeps focusing on that statement that he made, and you know, you can't fathom it. How can you differentiate between stealing and corruption? It's the same thing.
Yeah, he wasted a lot of time. Sorry for saying waste, but he did. Right. I'm trying to explain that.
You know, I wanted to talk about that the Edwin Clark
interview
too.
Sure.
Kudos to Rudolph. I think Rudolph did a fantastic job. But the same
Edwin
thing.
Clark was actually me, but Rudolph did a good job in the other interview.
Oh, you interviewed it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry, no.
But let's talk about Rudolph's interview first.
Rudolph's interview, that's what I was talking about.
Olukolade.
Yeah, sorry, I got it mixed up. Sorry. So yeah, that was, I thought, again, somewhat informative, but again, I thought he was somewhat elusive, especially when he was asked about the Ekiti tapes. You know, the evidence is right there before you, it's blaring right in front of you. and when they asked him, he said he needed more details. I don't understand what other details he needs.
One of the statements made by Major General Olukolade, and by the way, he's the Director of Defense Information in Nigeria.
Yes.
He said that most of the people from the Western world, the foreign press, that they will always go to, they come to Nigeria with the mindset and believe that we will not be able to handle the situation, the election situation. So he's basically saying that the Western media are biased whenever they are reporting about Nigerian election. So I'll read what people are saying about it, but you want us to take the last comment?
Last caller. Yes, up or down from New York.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, man. Please make it concise because we're about to wrap up.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say that I would, if I am allowed to vote, I would vote for Buhari instead of Jonathan. I'm from the southeast, but that's not the issue. The issue here is basically who would be able to deliver.
Fantastic.
And I've followed Jonathan's campaign and comments, and his mindset is not in tune with leadership.
Right.
I've also followed Buhari's campaign and comments. His mindset is in tune with the leadership that Nigeria needs. Now, we have a lot of money. We have a lot of resources, human, material, solid minerals, everything. But we do not have good managers, and Buhari sounds to me like he is in tune with what we need. And right now in Nigeria, I am a youth, and I'm looking at the future. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to have a future. I would like to have a bright future for my kids.
Amen.
I would not want 20 years from today, we will still be discussing about no electricity, no hospitals, no good roads, no this, no jobs, no that. Nah, that's not supposed to happen. That has happened for the past 50, 60, however long it had happened. We need someone that would come back, sit down, look at the issues, and then focus on the issues and not go around trying to differentiate between stealing and corruption and then going to jail and not going to jail. That's not the issue. The issue is about handling the resources, putting them to work, taking down on the jail, and then going to work. That's all about it.
Thank you for that.
If I'm trying to be sentimental, I would say Jonathan from the South, but that's not the issue. It's not about being sentimental. It's about preparing for the future, and that's it.
Thank you for that. Sorry.
Can I just say briefly that one thing that most people have not talked about with the whole stealing and corruption is the fact that they forgot the fact that at the beginning he blamed the comment on somebody else. He said he quoted somebody, Mustafa something.
Yes,
that was the first thing he said. Like, are you for real? So now I'm wondering how Mustafa was feeling when he was watching that minute. Like, Mr. President, how can you go and say that?
Right, and you know what's unfortunate? The media chat was supposed to benefit him and kind of,
make him look
propel him and project him in a good light. But, it had an adverse effect.
Anyway, so Chris Olukolade said that the foreign media are biased. They just like to paint Nigeria bad. And Onu KC said foreign and local media are not biased. Rather, it's the Nigerian government and its agencies that are living in denial of the fact that they are clueless, incompetent, lack initiative, and unpatriotic.
Yeah, that's,
What do you think about the whole interview of Chris Olukolade?
Like I said, I thought it was somewhat informative, but he eluded a lot of questions, and this was his chance to shed light on a lot of things, and he didn't. But overall, I thought it was a good interview. Rudolph did ask some very tough questions.
Job.
I think he did a good job. Right.
Fantastic. Well, guys, I think that's all the time we have today for the callback segment. Join us next time, next week, and on Wednesday.
Oh, on Wednesday, on Live with the Humble Prince on Sahara FM Radio. Check us out. We'll be doing the callback segment again, and we'll have another interesting topic for you guys to please call in and weigh in. 5 p.m. Eastern Time. This Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do it again, and we'll see you next time. But
Happy Valentine's.
Oh, Happy Valentine's Day. That's what I'm wearing the red. But
I have the love thing on my laptop.
Yeah, at least you represent it. But stay tuned on. We have some more shows coming up. Sahara TV. Thank you very much.